Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Niamtu, LoveThatFace.com. If you follow our channel, you know that I do cosmetic facial surgery in Richmond, Virginia. I only operate from here to here. I don't do boobs, bellies, and butts, and I'm a teacher, an author, and a surgeon. We do product reviews from time to time, and today we're talking about the OBP ONETRAC LX retractors. And these are really pretty cool. I've done a review on this a couple years ago on some other products, but they've got a whole new line of cordless retractors with light and suction. So let's talk about this for a second. You know, every surgeon that's watching this knows how important retraction is, so you can get in and see what you're doing. And whether you're doing head and neck surgery, breast surgery, belly surgery, retractors are an essential part of what we do. Now, the biggest drawback of retractors are cords. You have a light cord, you have a suction cord, so you have all these cords, and probably in the future we'll get away from that 100%. These are one-time use retractors, and I wish you could use them more than once because they're really nice. And I've used these in the hospital where they favor disposables, and I keep them on hand in my office because we've had situations where our light source went out and my lighted retractors weren't any good. And I'm going to show you videos of actual surgery using this, but they've really done a great job engineering this. This is one of the double sided retractors. This is their 30 by 15 model. And there's a little button on the back that you press to activate this, and it lasts a long time. I mean, much longer than any surgery that you would do. And it has self-contained batteries, and it has a suction port if you want it. And so that's really nice because you can retract and suction blood or smoke at the same time. And then it has various lights. And so on this particular retractor, it has one dim and then bright. And then on the top retractor, this is a 2-in-1, dim and then bright. So you have one or two. And I like this retractor because it's small enough for facial surgery, and you can use both sides of it. You can suction your smoke and your liquid. You have these really nice LED, really bright lights, so you can see what you're doing inside there. Ergonomically, I'll talk about this. They're very nice. So OBP is a very progressive company, and they spend a lot of time in designing their instruments, and it's really neat. Just feels good, works well. I'll show you some pictures, and thank you so much. I'm Dr. Joe Niamtu, LoveThatFace.com. Today we're demonstrating the OBP ONETRAC LX disposable retractors, and they are really nice. They are substantial, they're ergonomic, and this particular model, to activate them, you push in a little tab and that activates the battery. And then we have, you can light different powers of brightness, or you can use this as a double retractor. So it's very handy for surgical procedures. Again, your hand fits very well in the middle. And for this platysmoplasty here, we'll use this retractor. And it's a lighted retractor, as you can see. The profile, being that it curves backwards, allows me to do what I need to do surgically in this area, and just excising some fat there. And some of their retractors have simultaneous suction. So it's really nice if you are in need of a disposable retractor. So this is the 90 by 20 retractor, and this has a lot of bells and whistles. So on all of this product line, to activate it, you simply push in this switch, and that will connect your battery. And so you have 1, 2, 3 lights. You have choice, and that the light button is up here on the top. And so that is really neat because you can vary your intensity. And there's also a suction port here. Let's go ahead and hook the suction up to it. So now, let me turn the lights off. Now you have lighting and you have suction at the same time. And this little control here, again, even though you have 3 lighting forms, this will dim or brighten them. And I'll tell you something, this almost, it looks and it feels like something that was designed by NASA, like something would be made for the space station or something. It's just really nice. So this has a light and a suction. So what we're going to do, we're going to put on all our lights right here. We'll go use all 3 lights just for demonstration purposes. And so I am retracting there. And now I have the suction. So if I'm going to use my bipolar, that's going to make smoke. And normally, if we take that off of there, that smoke you can see is in the field. We're able to see that. Let's tell you what, let's kill our lights a little bit here. All right, now let's generate some smoke here. We're able to see that? Okay, so you can see that smoke, and that's stuff that the whole surgical team is going to breathe. Now we hook our suction source up there, and you can see that smoke is taken right up by the retractor. So that's really nice. I have lighting, I have retraction, and I have suction, not only for the smoke, but you probably can't hear that, but I'm suctioning blood and serum and tumescent anesthesia at the base of that flap. So I really like this model here. And again, I only do facial surgery, so some of these are big. I like the smaller ones, but they would be so many applications for body surgery or any type of retraction. This is the OBP 90 by 60 retractor. So it's got a much wider blade, and it has graduated settings on here in centimeters. If you need precision, how far you're in there. It has a suction, and here to activate these, they're all the same. You push in the button and it's activated, and you get hours and hours and hours of light on there. And then this has 3x lighting. So 1, 2, 3. And so 1, the bottom light, 2, the bottom in the middle, 3, 1, 2, 3, off. And then again, you have your dimmer switch here. So they put a lot of thought into this. They really did. The ergonomics, the graduations, the activation switch, the tri-lighting, 3-way lighting switch with the dimmer, and then the suction. So this is about the biggest retractor we would ever use for facial surgery, but I certainly could see this in many other surgical applications, body surgery, breast surgery, but it gives me a really nice view. Let's blot that there. And so we're going to turn our lights on. We're going to have 3 lights, and let's put the suction on there. Okay. And again, that suction works for any fluids, and you can't hear it, but I can hear it suctioning, and it works for fluids and or smoke. So really, this is pretty neat, because usually when I'm looking in here, I'm either looking at the neck or the face, but the width of this retractor allows me to look at both. And again, very ergonomic, and even the color scheme is nice. It's just a neat thing. Like I said, it just looks like something that should be space station. Okay, so this is my first time using these as well. I've used many of their other retractors over the years, but these new series, I really like them. And my assistants have pointed out 2 things that are important. Number one, whatever this material, this plastic is, it does not slip. It's very, give me the old lighted retractor. So when you use these stainless steel retractors, they're slippery. And sometimes they slip in your hand, and this is just a very firm. It's not tacky, but it's certainly not slippery. Also, these little grooves right here, they really bite into the flap. Obviously, they don't traumatize the flap, but by that I mean that the retractor doesn't just slide out as they will frequently do. And the angulation of the retraction part and the suction part is just perfect. You know how sometimes, like an iPhone, when they first came out, they fit so well into your hand, and this is the same thing. It's just perfect. Good job, OBP. Good job on making these disposable lighted retractors. They're bright, they're powerful, they're effective, and I think they would be a valuable part of any surgeon's armamentarium. I'm Dr. Joe Niamtu, lovethatface.com.